Just so you know, this is a bucket minute for me, a bucket show for on my bucket list, because how many people get to stand on the stage of a beautiful theater, right, looking out over the audience? So I've always been on that side. I've never been on this side. So I'm enjoying the moment. So a little extra entrance I figured we needed. But, you know, we've got a great show tonight. And let me find my notes in here. So did everyone enjoy the food this evening? So the old Orr House, if you noticed, what a job they did tonight. The food was great. The service was spectacular. They were there watching us gobble up all the food, and every time those trays got a little empty, they rushed across the street and brought more. So we have committed to them. As long as this event is here, there's no better dynamic than having them, because we'll never run out of food, because they can always cook up more. So a round of applause for them. And a round of applause for Erica Milborn, who prepared all the desserts for us tonight. This is what happens when you are an award winner. We immediately put you to work. So we'll celebrate her win, but also celebrate her desserts tonight. So now, before we bring on tonight's master of ceremonies, and I do mean the master of ceremonies, I would like to thank the individuals and businesses who have stepped up for what will be, I promise you, a very special evening in Millville. First, a big, big thank you to Bob Connor and his team at Mintz Insurance for being our. So this is the second straight year that Mintz has been the host. That this is a relationship that may only get stronger as the years progress. Hint, hint. Thanks, Bob, for all you do for our community. You folks at Mintz Insurance are absolutely amazing. We know that they are always out in the public doing great work for everyone. So again, a round of applause for Mintz Insurance. We also have our partnering presenters, the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce, and we're proud to have the City of Millville also as one of our partnering presenters. Our 2022 corporate hosts are our Diamond members, Ocean First Bank and Millville Savings Bank. Our gold members include Century Savings Bank, Mintz Insurance, and Allen Associates, and our silver members are Inspira Health, South Jersey Gas, the Authority, and the City of Millville. As I mentioned, tonight's cocktail host is Gary and Betty Galloway of Rental Country. It's appropriate that Gary buys us the cocktails. That seems to be his MO. So thank you, Gary, for that. Pickwickian Tavern and Smokery and the Thunderbolt Club are the reception and awards co-hosts this year. M-Share Family Fun Travel, that's Dottie Smith, ServPro and their team Fabiani, Action Sign and Awards, and Colonial Flowers are our dessert co-hosts. Carlisle Machine Works is host of tonight's video presentations that you will see throughout the night. And a shout out to Jim Quinn and his great team for live streaming this entire program. And of course, we must acknowledge the spectacular Levoy Theater, our gem in the Holly City, and our host venue for Pride in Millville. There is no doubt this is an incredible place for this event, so a round of applause for this great team here. We would also like to acknowledge the dozens and dozens of contributors whose names you'll find in our 2022 Pride in Millville commemorative program. Thank you for your commitment to the Chamber and to Pride in Millville. Finally, I would like to especially acknowledge our Board of Trustees, committee members, and volunteers for their total commitment to this organization and this special event. As I call your names, even though the lights are down, please stand until everyone else has been recognized, because you all deserve a round of applause. So first, the Chamber's Executive Committee, and I would like first to introduce President Don Daigle, whose energy and leadership have taken this organization to new heights. I can tell you. You want to peek your head out? Thank you. Vice President Andy Lindemuth, who can't be here today. He is recovering from some heart surgery, but Andy, we're thinking about you. Second Vice President Colleen Ayala and Treasurer Chuck Weibel. The Weibel name you may be a little familiar with, and if you're not, after tonight, you will be very familiar with Chuck Weibel. Our Board of Trustees, Erica Milborn, Larry Malone, Lou Thompson, Bob Connor, William Lanning, John Redden, Sue Hoffman, Darlene Clendaniel, Gary Galloway, Donald Fauerbach, and Jacqueline Haas-Benner. And to our Pride in the Millville Committee, wow, what a great job, right? Unbelievable. Chairperson Colleen Ayala, and her committee members are Jacqueline Haas-Benner, Mike DePalma, who did some incredible editing in our program this year as a committee member. So where's Mike at? Yeah, Mike, he's in the third row here. We've got our sights on you, by the way. So thank you, Mike, for what you have done. Dean M. Ferreira, who him and his wife have provided the great awards tonight. Sue Hoffman, Don Daigle, who has his hand in everything. County Commissioner Carol Musso, who I'm pleased to say supports this event in many ways, including ironing our Millville Greater Chamber of Commerce backdrop. We can't forget that. She was here at 3:30 today till about 5 with an iron on that backdrop. So our county commissioner does a lot of things. Ken Pastizzi Jr., who assists us every day, and my lovely wife, Deanne Cavella, who puts up with me and all the crazy things I do. So to all those people, a round of applause. It's amazing what you do. I'm so proud to be a part of your team. So, the introductions are done. Are we ready to get this glorious party started? Well, here's the deal. We have the perfect master of ceremonies, and I mean perfect for this event. The one, the only, the glorious Don Daigle, our president, and as you will see shortly, the perfect MC. Don, my friend, the stage is yours.
No pressure, right? Just got to be perfect now. That's all. I just have to be perfect. For goodness sake. Quick test. Can you guys hear me when I'm out here? It's going to stink. I'm much better when I'm moving around. All right. So at this time, let me get things started with a Pledge of Allegiance. And I can't see out there. Does anybody see a flag? Oh, there we go. Please stand. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Wonderful. All right. Be seated. At this time, I'd like to introduce Reverend Karen Bernhardt, pastor of St. Paul's Lutheran Church, and the incoming president of the Tri-County Rotary. Is she around? Yep, go right up there. And while she's entering, I'd like to say, I just came back from Texas, y'all. So if I'm dropping some slang, it's on purpose. Not natural. You guys ever seen a Buc-ee's? Yeah. The heck is that? It's like a giant Wawa and a Walmart and a Disney all combined. I think I dropped like $42 trying to get a water. Hi, Pastor. All yours. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me to share with you this evening. And now let's turn our hearts and our minds to God. Gracious and loving God, Thank you for providing us with this opportunity to come together in celebration and community. In the midst of a challenging time for our society and our world, we are grateful to be united in peace in this place together in your presence. Beloved God, tonight, like many nights, is a night to count our blessings as we come together to recognize and thank those individuals in our community who have gone above and beyond their vocations, promoting a community of peace and friendship with a positive impact on our community. We also thank you for the gift of the young people we honor for their scholarship and achievements. While we congratulate these individuals and thank them for their good deeds, we are also mindful of those in our community who are still in need, recognizing the path we all walk to continue to be present and to serve our community and create positive relationships with the goal of promoting the greater good in our city of Millville. Guide and protect us as we walk these steps. Merciful God, tonight we recognize that we live in a world in which there exists so much hatred, so much pain, and so much violence. As your compassionate people, we grieve this evening for the loss of life in Uvalde, Texas, in the deadliest school shooting in a decade. Comfort the families who have lost loved ones due to this gun violence. Help us to trust your care as we commend the dead to your loving embrace. Pour out your spirit of healing on the wounded and traumatized. Draw near to those who are devastated with grief and unimaginable sorrow. Give assurance to the fearful. God of transforming love, most of all, we plead with you to turn around the hardened hearts of leaders refusing to address gun violence despite useless killing of innocent children. Instill in them your wisdom and desire for us to live in community, nation, and world where peace and safety prevail. And now, God, we ask your blessing upon all those who are with us this evening, those receiving recognition, those who are present to support our awardees, and those with us from our community of Millville, New Jersey. May what we offer here this evening be pleasing to you and lifted up in your glory. We pray in your name. Amen.
That was wonderful. I'm going to be a quick reminder to anybody that comes on stage today, make sure you speak into the microphone. Yeah, it makes a big difference, right? Right. So if anybody speaking, speak in front of the microphone, please. At this time, before we get our program started, I'd like to make some introductions. And first of all, for those of you during cocktail hour, did you look around and see who was in the house? There were so many people from this community, those that are currently in leadership, those that have been in leadership, those that have inspired me to do a lot of the volunteer work. I mean, I looked around and I was like, wow, these are some people that really do take pride in Millville and represent the best that we have to offer. And we're going to be seeing some of those people today. And I just want everybody to take this award ceremony in the spirit that it was truly created and started for. It's about pride. We have so many business owners that took some risk to start a business, to run a business during a pandemic and kept it going. We need to honor them. They represent us. We've got educators being awarded who have been through the most challenging years of their careers, right? And yet they shined and they represent us. So we're here to celebrate them, and that's what this is. This is a celebration. Make sure you listen to the profiles. Some of these people have done some really good things, and they'll just make you feel better about humanity. That's what I like doing. I like listening to the things that are written down right here. So listen to it, take it in for the spirit which is intended, and obviously enjoy the food. There's going to be an after party, by the way, for those that don't know. Mission Spirits. Afterwards, you'll learn more. So at this time, I'm going to introduce some people and thank them for coming. From our Board of Education, I'd like to thank our board member Mike Wilden, Rick Cott, Vice President Debbie Malone. Thank you for coming today. We've also got County Commissioner Joe Celio, County Commissioner Doug Albright, County Commissioner Carol Musso, and County Commissioner Director Darlene Barber. Thank you very much for coming. Nobody even asked for the microphone. How about that? But there's going to be somebody getting the microphone soon. So representing our local city commission, we have Robert McQuaid, Commissioner McQuaid's here. Commissioner Ben Romanik's here. And of course, our new mayor, who I'd like to introduce to the microphone, And I think you're going to really like the bright dress she's wearing. I know I did. City Mayor Lisa Ornsdorf. Where is she? Better to make them walk around. You should have seen the steps they had to walk up last year. Get this out. That's a long walk. There you are, Lisa.
She's so snazzy. I love it. I love the tuxedo. I should dress up a little bit more. Snazzy. This is amazing. I've never been on the stage in the Levoy, but I can't see anybody out there. The lights are so bright. Oh my goodness. But wow, what an amazing turnout tonight. This is a great, great event. And I am filled with so much joy to see an amazing venue here in Millville filled with so much Millville pride. I want to thank all of the county and city officials here tonight for just being here and supporting our recipients for this evening. I want to thank all the sponsors who helped make this event possible. The Levoy, the Chamber, and everybody else. It's amazing. It's truly an honor to be surrounded by so many compassionate, generous, dedicated, and hardworking people in our community. As I was looking, sorry, thank you. As I was looking over the list of recipients, I recognized so many names. Some of those names were people that I went to high school with, classmates. Some of them were fathers of classmates and parents of cheerleading teammates, and so many others. And it really made me realize that there are so many generations of volunteering and love within our community. I just want to say hello. It's the mayor. I'm not Adele, we won't go there. I truly think it's important to teach our youth that giving back and getting involved is important. And many of these recipients are people that I grew up with in the town. And I'll say a funny story. I didn't realize Rob Connor was related to Mr. Connors until this evening. And I went to school with Rob for how many years? So it's so nice to see the young generations getting involved, and it's so important. Tonight, as we recognize the students, teachers, businesses, new businesses, public safety, and volunteers, I want us to really think about the dedication they have to their purpose. These recipients and many others who have dedicated their purpose, if they weren't willing or so willing to offer their time, we wouldn't be the community that we are today. I believe it is also important to thank their family and friends. Having support from your loved ones makes it so much easier to do what you love. I know that because I have the support every day of my children and my parents and so many of you in this community, and I cannot thank you. Because some days it's not easy, but it's worth it because I love being your mayor and commissioner. At my 100-day speech, I mentioned a quote from Admiral McRaven. If you want to change the world, find somebody to help you paddle. I had a few messages after that meeting, or that speech, that I'm willing to help you paddle. And that touched me in so many ways, and a few of you are sitting in this room, and it brought me to tears, so thank you. I think I'm looking at her right now, but she can't see me, and I can't see her. But I want to thank every single one of you here tonight for picking up a paddle to help change Millville. The city of Millville appreciates your dedication and love for our town. Again, congratulations to all the Pride in Millville recipients tonight. Hope you have a great evening, and God bless you all.
You know, when this is over, she and I are going to go to the prom together. Didn't that look like that, right? Anyway. Sorry, honey. I'm not really going to the prom with her. Okay, we're going to move on to some of the actual ceremony right now, and we're going to start by introducing some of the students of the year. So the first student of the year is going to be from Millville Senior High School, and to make that introduction, I'm going to ask Rob Connor to come to the stage. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one. I did it again. Hold on. I'm an amateur. Rob Connor's not doing the student of the year. That's his son. This is Bob Connor,
right,
the main sponsor of the gig.
Yeah.
And
why
don't we just all one family here?
We often get confused. I'm the older of my kids. So listen, I want to thank the chamber for organizing this event. I want to thank the beautiful Levoy Theater for hosting this event. I've spent many evenings, and it is the jewel of downtown. And I want to congratulate Chuck and all the recipients, and for all that they do in giving back to this community, because it's the givers that are really the takers. When you volunteer, when you help, it comes back to you twofold, threefold, tenfold. So have a great night, and I'm keeping it short, and let's get on with the show and have him introduce who's coming next.
Thanks. That's my fault. Too many Connors in the house. So, Bob, thanks for sponsoring again. He sponsors everything. The cornhole tournament that I run, he sponsors that too. He's just a wonderful man, and his son obviously represents that family legacy. Rob, would you mind coming up and doing the Student of the Year?
Good evening. It's funny that happens pretty often since we work together. I should change my name to like John Connor or something. All right, the first introduction here, Millville Senior High School outstanding student, John Wallop. John Wallop is a graduating senior of Millville High School class of 2022 and plans on attending college with a career in law enforcement. Outside of school, John enjoys mixed martial arts, boxing, and has participated in recreational track events. This past December, while working at the West Main Street Wawa, John saved a woman's life in the store by giving her CPR. He learned the skill while attending classes during visits to see his late grandmother, a nurse in North Carolina, and encourages all young people to learn CPR because you never know when you may need to use such a skill. Congratulations to John Wallop, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce's Annual Pride in Millville Student Award. Accepting the award is John Wallop.
And I believe Carol Musso will be handing out the awards. There you go. There you go. And we're going to take pictures here. So this is our first one. We'll get a system down after this first or second picture. But is John Wallop here? Awkward. What was that? Would anybody like an award? Who deserves one? I think well, we'll just hold that and we'll send it back with the... Oh, there you go. Stephanie DeRose stepping up. She always seems to bail me out of my awkward situations. All right, uh-oh. No judging. Okay, so we're going to now do our CC Tech Outstanding Student. And to make that introduction, we are going to ask Mike DePalma to come up on stage. Okay, where did they put that one?
This is Andre Davis right here.
Is that who you're doing?
Yep.
There you go. It's all yours.
Good evening. Andre Davis is a senior in the Information Technology program at CC Tech. He has earned a 4.3 GPA while in dual enrollment at Rowan College of South Jersey. He achieved academic varsity letters and served as a class officer all 3 years, joined various clubs, participated in the Speak Up event, and is a member of the Millville track team. Andre plans to earn his bachelor's degree in psychology and master's in counseling from Stockton University in pursuit of a career in family counseling. Congratulations to Andre Davis, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce's annual Pride in Millville Student Award. Andre is not here, just like John. Andre has a better engagement to attend. He is at the prom. So good for him, good for him. Hopefully, maybe he's live streaming it. I don't know, maybe, he probably knows how. He couldn't be here, but accepting the award will be someone later on in the event, Lauren Daigle on his behalf. So congrats, Andre.
So, yeah. Okay, wonderful. Okay, some great students. I wish we could have seen them, but it's prom time, and where would you rather be if you were 18, right? I wouldn't be here. All right, so we're going to move on to our Educators of the Year for Millville. We're going to ask Sue Hoffman at this time to come up. There you go.
Thank you, Don. Good evening, everyone. I have the pleasure of reading the bio on Teresa Cassidy. She has enjoyed 25 years in the Millville School District as a certified school nurse. While focusing on school nursing, Education Award. And accepting the award is Teresa. Come on up, Teresa. Next Educator Award is Jennifer Kundera. Jennifer began her teaching career at Millville High School in 1993. With her husband in the military, Jennifer had to move to another district for a few years. But after he was deployed to Japan in 2001, she returned and resumed a career in Millville. Jennifer has a great pride in being born and raised in Millville. Through her long career as a teacher, she enjoyed seeing the growth within the community and educational system. Jennifer is the proud mother of a 14-year-old son. Congratulations to Jennifer Kundera, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber's Annual Pride in Education Award. Ms. Kundera could not attend the program this event, so I will accept the award on her behalf and ensure that she receives the award.
Yeah, we don't need another picture. We're good. Catch you at the Kiwanis Club. Okay, moving right along. This is a good one. We are going to move on to CC Tech's Educator of the Year. At this time, I'd like to ask Larry Malone to come up and make the introduction. Lawrence Malone. Lawrence in the house? Do you have her? No. You got it?
I'm in.
You're good.
Thank you. Lauren Daigle began her teaching career in 2006 at Memorial High School. After 6 years in the classroom, she became the digital literacy director and learning specialist and Perkins director for the Millville Public Schools. In 2019, she decided to pursue her dream of becoming a school counselor at CC Tech, where she was quickly able to use her talents in technology to enhance CC Tech's previous platform. She provides counseling services to IT, cosmetology, and to the studio production and broadcasting students. She's married to Donald Daigle, and she's a mother of 3 young children. David Daigle.
David.
And I know them all, too. I know them all. I knew that. David Daigle, the good-looking one, and is a mother of 3 young children, beautiful children, Layla, Sadie, and Davis. Congratulations to Lauren Daigle, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce's annual Pride in Millville Education Award.
That was funny. Okay, so at this time, we'll be moving on to the business awards in our program. And the first Business Retail Award will be introduced by Colleen Ayala, our program director for this.
Action Signs and Awards started out in 1982 as D&I Signs by Irene and Douglas Dean in Ferrara on the 3rd floor of their home on Buck Street in Millville. Their clients ranged from Tropicana Casino, Newcomb Hospital, Prudential Insurance, and Wheaton's, along with many others. In 1987, the business name was changed to Action Signs and Awards, at which time all types of trophies and awards were introduced to their customers. Soon enough, the business would be known as your one-stop shop, your one-stop award shop. The expansion didn't end there. One of the great sayings at Action Signs is that some of their products are literally out of this world, and they mean it. Action Signs has actually manufactured some of the engraved labels that are installed in the International Space Station. Alongside Action Signs and Awards, Dean worked full-time as a career firefighter for the city of Millville, where Irene took the title of CEO of the company, all while being a full-time mother to their 3 children, Danielle, Douglas Jr., and Dana. As their children began to grow, so did their business. The children would often say that at one point in life they felt like celebrities since they were being featured in all the local commercials. Action Signs and Awards continues to offer their customers custom printing, promotional products, engraving, trophies, plaques, and many more items that can be found conveniently on their website, actionsignsandawards.com. Irene and Dean are also members of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce, the Millville Elks, the Millville Moose, and the Millville Women's Club, the Countryside Gardening Club, Holy Trinity Russian Orthodox Church in Vineland, as well as the Millville Fire Department, among several other groups. The ultimate goal is to always remain loyal to the city of Millville and their customers by keeping their latest products and continuing to offer them at an affordable price. Irene and Dean have paved the path of this family-owned and operated venture by adding their 6 grandchildren to the mix and would love to see their family business continue to grow for many years to come. Congratulations to Action Signs and Awards, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce Annual Pride in Millville Business Retail Award. Accepting the award is Dean M. Ferreira.
I just want to thank my wife, Irene, who a little bit tougher to come up here today. She's been the inspiration of this business for the last 40 years, and she keeps me on. That's why she chases me out to the shop to do some work.
And the leagues and all that, anything that can be, you know, at the lowest dollars I can do. So just this week alone, like last week, Miss New Jersey called me. Said, can you sponsor our awards? How could I say no? Then I seen a kid, they were doing a baseball thing with cancer. I called them up and said, can I donate the awards to you? Because, like I said, at this stage of the game, it's not about the money, it's about the pride. And all the other people out here, thank you for everything you do.
Color on that one. I've got I mean, he probably deserved, Dean and I probably deserved that award many years ago. For about 10 years, I served as the Director of Recreation for Millville Soccer. And we would have a spring season and a fall season every year. And, you know, every kid got trophies. There's 350 kids in the league. There's 700 trophies. And I would go to them every spring, and Dean would spend hours upon hours on me making sure we picked the right trophy. We always got it at the right price. Every kid got their name individually engraved. I mean, think of the work to individually engrave 350, 700 plaques a year, and doing $3 a trophy. I mean, Dean, thank you for that. I mean, I look back at that, I don't think I appreciated it until, you know, I got a little older and wiser. So thank you for that, and well deserving. All right, for our next award, Hospitality, I'm going to ask Rob Connor to come up and make the introduction.
Erica Milbourne is the owner of Everything Classy, Sweet Soulful Cafe on High Street in Millville. She's a native of Millville and is a graduate of Millville High School. She's the proud mother of 2 sons, Christopher and Nicholas, and the daughter of the late William and Ruth Milbourne, to whom she gives much credit to her success. After graduation from our local high school, Erica went on to obtain her associate's degree in communications at Cumberland County College. From there, she went on to have a successful 15-year career with Verizon Communications, during which time she earned her bachelor's degree in journalism from Rowan University, graduating with magna cum laude honors. As the owner of Everything Classy, Sweet Soulful Cafe in Millville's downtown area, Erica is bringing great passion and, of course, great food to High Street. She treats each customer like family and provides outstanding customer service. Erica states one of the greatest opportunities of owning a business is the ability to provide jobs for our local residents in Millville, and she hopes to open a second location in the future. Erica is an active member of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce, volunteering on the Board of Trustees as well as various subcommittees. While working on her own personal growth, Erica launched a monthly women's conference called Girl, Let's Talk, which seeks to motivate and assist women of all cultures in self-help, business development, and financial success. In addition, Erica's lifelong dream to be a journalist has led her to be a morning talk show host at Quinn Broadcasting and to WGLS 89.7 FM as the host of the African American Profile, where she interviewed many greats such as the American poet Dr. Maya Angelou and civil rights leader Juanita Jones Abernathy. And in an innumerable amount of ways, Erica exemplifies the ideals of a Pride of Millville recipient. Erica credits her parents with instilling in her the importance of being a woman of faith as well as a business owner. She's determined to make a positive impact and influence others, to be a beacon of light to those striving to find their way. Congratulations to Everything Classy Sweet Soulful Cafe, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce's annual Pride in Millville Hospitality Award. Accepting the award is Erica Milbourne.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, thank you. And thank you to all of you for voting for our business, for Everything Classy Sweet Soulful Cafe. That's my goal, to provide everything classy, whether it's me personally, my business, my employees, and my son, whose big mouth you hear. I think he has a degree in journalism and broadcasting, so. But I'm really thankful. I thank you for every one of you for coming in at some point or another. You've come in, you've had breakfast, you've had lunch, you've had a treat, and if you didn't come in and have it, you had it tonight, and I hope you enjoyed what we provided as far as your desserts today. So come visit me. I have a slogan that I'm going to put up that says, I share the calories. So if you've been in, I don't want to eat all the calories, I want to share them with you, so definitely do come by, have breakfast, have lunch, and thank you. I look forward to doing so much more in the city of Millville, which I'm born and raised, my whole family, and I just love Millville. I don't see me ever leaving, but I really do truly enjoy Millville. And with the direction it's going in, our new mayor, we've talked several times, you know, and girl, let's talk, come visit me, so we can really move things forward through all cultures in Millville, because we definitely need that connection between people of all colors and faiths and so forth. So thank you once again, and have a great night.
That's right. It's one of my favorites. If she's classy, she took a big risk. Definition of an entrepreneur there. Took a big risk at a difficult timing. Couldn't have been worse, Erica, to do what she did. But she pulled it off. And you know, if that doesn't inspire you, and if, by the way, if you don't know the Milbournes, you're not from Millville. So I'm just saying. Here we go. Next on our list, we had a Business Newcomer Award. And to make that introduction, I'm going to ask Colleen Ayala to come back up.
Mission Spirits is an artesian small batch spirits distillery located at 215 Buck Street in the Glasstown Arts District of Millville. The distillery is run by husband and wife team, Jay and Ashley Wheeler, who started their journey in the spirits business in the confines of their tiny Hell's Kitchen apartment in New York City and continue it now along with their business partner and close friend, Steve Kelly. Before opening up in Millville, Jay and Ashley worked in advertising in New York, exposing them to some of the biggest distilled spirits brands in the world. These experiences, coupled with a desire for experimentation, planted seed that became Mission Spirits. While the exposure in their past careers produced a passionate response from Jay and Ashley, learning everything they know about fermentation and distillation only happened through the tried and true method of trial and error. Ever since they first started with jury-rigged equipment and questionable flavor combinations in their little apartment in the city, philosophy has always remained the same. Keep going. This philosophy is what ultimately allowed them to realize the dream of Mission Spirits with their close friend and business partner, Steve Kelly. Over the years, Jay and Ashley came up with numerous visions, locations, and financing options for the distillery, all that seemed to fall through. Many times they thought they'd had to give up their dream, but in 2020, fate drove them back to Buck Street. At the same time, COVID-19 broke out and slowed their momentum. Yet once again, they continued to move forward in the face of all obstacles to open up and deliver stunning and incredibly tasting cocktails and spirits that have caused quite the stir around Millville and the surrounding areas. Jay, Ashley, and Steve's efforts to move forward in the face of ongoing resistance to open up one of Millville's most impressive new businesses is an ultimate show of pride in Millville. They intend to keep the spirit alive as they continue to make a foothold and build a brand here in Millville, now and for years to come. Congratulations to Mission Spirits, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce Pride in Millville Business Newcomer Award. Accepting the award is Jay Wheeler.
Thank you. Thank you, Don. Thank you, the Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, all the business owners of Millville. You are the people that make this city grow. And that's really important. And Jay Wheeler is not the only person accepting this honor tonight. It's also Steve Kelly. Steve Kelly's been there. Please. He's been there, and you guys see his face in the distillery every day, and it's because of his efforts and my efforts is where we are today. I am not a Millville native. I chose Millville. I chose it because of all the merits that it has amazing people, has amazing businesses, has amazing effort and honesty, and clean, beautiful dedication to what Millville stands for. Entrepreneurship is a very difficult thing. It's very hard. When you open a business, especially in these times, these crazy times that we all live in, and we all feel it, Erica feels it, Tina feels it, we all feel it. And it takes a lot of hard work. And that's the thing that we don't see today. We see awards and we see happiness and we see, you know, let's clap each other on the back and say, hey, everyone does a good job. But it's hard. And we need you people and everyone here in this audience to help us build this community into what I know it can be. And I chose this community because there's so many beautiful and wonderful things here that are not necessarily forgotten, but hidden. So let's bring them to life. Let's work together to change policy, to change the way that we approach our customers, the way that we approach each other, and build something beautiful. Thank you, guys.
I love it. He chose Millville. He chose Millville. And after parties right there. If you've never been to Mission Spirits, I just have to give them a plug. You know, I'm a fan of businessmen and business people and what it takes, especially small businesses, you know, that work hard and do something. They put together something that's quite unique in this city, something that you probably never would have thought would make it in our town, but it made it. I think it made it because of that, the charisma and the character and the inventiveness. And if you want to see a craft cocktail made truly like a craft cocktail, go there. There's hundreds of them, and I just like watching the drink get made more than I like drinking it. That's not true. That's not true. But anyway, we are going, you can walk there. It's right on Buck Street, right across from the library, so feel free to have a drink, and if you haven't seen it, it's worth seeing. So I just had to plug that in there. Next, we're going to move on to our Business Professional Award, and I'm going to ask Colleen Ayala, who's been working overtime today, to come make that introduction. Colleen?
Dr. Joseph S. Perilla Jr. is a practicing dentist in Millville at Dr. John Paul Chiquette's Family Dentistry. He is a lifelong resident of Cumberland County, grew up in Hopewell Township, and now residing in Vineland with his wife, Kirsta, and their lovely dog, Bergen. Dr. Perilla graduated from Rowan University and then the renowned Tufts University, where he earned his degree in dentistry. He is still connected with Rowan, serving as a member of the Rowan University Alumni Board, creating opportunities for alumni to get back to their university, as well as speaking with current students about dentistry and volunteering his time to help those without regular access to dental care. While Dr. Perilla is a fantastic dentist, his work with the community is equally impressive. He himself says that his most important work is through the Robert V. Hoffman III Foundation, a nonprofit started in the name of his younger cousin following his death in 2011. The idea started as a scholarship given to a Millville football graduating senior, but has since grown into an advocacy organization raising awareness about mental health issues and encouraging people to seek care when needed. Throughout the year, they hold many events to raise awareness and support for the scholarship, including an annual cornhole tournament in June that has become such a wonderful coming together of the community. The foundation also works closely with the New Jersey chapter of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention to help implement mental health education into local school curriculums in an effort to spread the word that talk saves lives. Dr. Perilla credits his family as his strongest support system, encouraging him to give back as much as he has received. Through his work professionally and in the community, Dr. Perilla clearly exemplifies what it means to have pride in Millville. He hopes to continue working in Millville and great Cumberland County community for years to come, citing the brilliant words of the great philosopher Winnie the Pooh, who said that you can't stay in your corner of the forest waiting for others to come to you. You have to go to them. So congratulations to Dr. Joseph Perilla Jr., the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce Pride in Millville Business Professional Award. Accepting the award is Dr. Joseph Perilla Jr.
So apparently forgot to get the picture for Mission Spirits. I think that one's going to have to happen at the after party. That's all. Moving right along. The next award goes to our business commercial recipient. And again, to make that introduction, I'm going to ask Sue Hoffman to come on up.
Hi again. It's my pleasure to talk about Mary Doherty. She is the president and owner of Carlisle Machine Works, South Wade Realty, and Carlisle School of Glass Art. Mary has worked for Carlisle since 1999, and in 2017, she purchased all outstanding stock, making it a woman-owned business. Carlisle Machine Works has been supporting the glass industry in Millville, New Jersey, and worldwide for the last 104 years. Carlisle's customers range from glass manufacturers and glass artists to numerous other industries that require automated machinery to support their manufacturing processes. Carlisle burners are utilized in many automated systems to flame treat various manufactured items that benefit from the burner technologies Carlisle manufactures. Through the years, Mary's leadership has allowed Carlisle to adapt to the industry changes and diversity their portfolio of services to ensure the company could survive and thrive in an ever-changing industrial environment. Southwade Industrial Park supports 12 businesses in the Millville area. Mary is proud of their ability to maintain 100% occupancy since 2018, and all of the businesses in the complex have successfully managed to survive the pandemic. Mary takes great pride in the loyal Carlisle employees whose talent, skills, and support have made this company truly special for many years. In 2005, Mary has a vision to support and preserve the glass industry in the Millville area and decided to begin providing glass artists from around the world with a venue to take instructional classes from renowned glass artists. Mary is also connected with her community in as an active 4-H leader and volunteer in the Atlantic County 4-H horse program, Atlantic County Fair Association, and the State of New Jersey Horse Program Advisor Council through Rutgers University. Mary is a member of the American Scientific Glass Society, Glass Art Society, and the International Society of Glass Bead Makers. Mary is an advocate and host of the Beads of Courage program that supports pediatric cancer patients across the USA. Mary is married to Ken Layberger and lives on a 10-acre horse farm in Mays Landing, New Jersey, with numerous horses, cats, dogs, and chickens. Mary and Ken's greatest pride is their children, Frankie, Emily, son-in-law Jake, and 2 grandchildren, Haley and Colton. Congratulations to Carlisle Machine Works, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber's Annual Pride Business Commercial. And accepting that award is Mary Doherty. Mary?
So yes, Carlisle Machine Works has been a proud resident of Millville for 104 years. And it's a testament to our fiercely loyal employees. I'm going to say a third of our employees have been with Carlisle for 30+ years. So a third of the history of Carlisle is supported by our employees. That is Carlisle Machine Works. And we have a number of them here tonight, even some previous employees that came up to give us a hug, because there's no place like Carlisle. But I'm very appreciative. Paulie, Don, Jake, Frankie, Adam, and if I missed anybody else here tonight, and of course my wonderful husband, Ken, who is incredibly supportive in the amount of time and effort I put into the heart and soul of Carlisle Machine Works. Carlisle, being a resident here, many people ask me, what do you do? What do you manufacture? We're best known for supplying the glass industry. But when I saw the industry change and leave Millville, we really focused on the automation of other manufacturers. So we supply equipment to companies like Tesla, Corning, Corel, this little company in Millville, New Jersey. We don't have to advertise because it's word of mouth. People seek us out worldwide. So if you know anybody who would like to work in our industry, please send them our way. We're hiring. But thank you very much to the Carlisle employees. I feel like I am the ringmaster of this circus called Carlisle Machine Works for this period of time. And my hope and prayer is that there will be a caretaker to carry it on beyond myself. So, thank you.
Okay, make sure we're getting these things. Okay, so for the next Arts District Award, I am going to ask Erica Milbourne to come on up and make the introduction.
Thank you for having me back. So let's start here. Tina Lynn Gillum is the owner of Tina's Hair Salon, LLC, in Millville, New Jersey. She was born in Bridgeton, New Jersey, from two wonderful parents, Timothy and Denise Gillum. Tina's interest in hair stems from her upbringings with a father and a godmother who worked in the hair industry in the 1980s. She's thankful to the childhood friends that let her practice on their hair. From then, she continued to follow her childhood dream. After graduating from Cumberland Regional High School in 1993, she continued her cosmetology education and graduated with her cosmetology license in 1996. Tina first built her public clientele while working and learning at B&B Barbershop and Beauty Salon in Millville, New Jersey for Barry Cephas. Tina's experience at this shop, which she described was like a movie barbershop, gave Tina the structural foundation of what she wanted in her own salon. On August 17, 2015, Tina opened the doors to Tina's Hair Salon in downtown Millville. Less than a year later, in March 2016, Tina became Director of Hair for Soho Fashion Week, New York, and Creative Director for Hair for Atlantic City Fashion Week. Since then, she has also directed the hair team for Ready to Wear Fashion Week and Fashion Week New York. Tina's name has also been featured in over 200 pages of fashion magazines across the world. Tina was nominated and honored as a leading lady for Cumberland County, New Jersey on January 17, 2020. On February 18, 2021, Tina was awarded for her 10th season of continuous contribution to Atlantic City Fashion Week. Her dedication to her craft and her willingness to grow here in our city is the definition of pride in Millville. Tina's Hair Salon will be celebrating 7 years coming this August. Yay! She survived COVID, and Tina is just getting started. She hopes to keep the momentum going by taking the necessary steps to expand and offer other self-care services like waxing, makeup, and nails. At Tina's Hair Salon, the saying goes, remember, if you can't grow it, we'll sew it. If you can achieve it, we'll weave it. Congratulations to Tina's Hair Salon, LLC, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce Annual Pride in Millville Arts District Award. Accepting this award is Tina Gillum.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much. This has truly been an honor. I'll hold it. Thank you. I'm sorry. I can't really see too much, so I'm going to put my glasses on and I'm going to read what I need to. Okay. You made this easy because you, relax the crowd a lot, so I feel comfortable up here. First, I want to thank God. Giving gratitude is the driving force in my life. Without having God in my life, I don't know where I would be. I said I wasn't going to cry. Thank you. I also want to say thank you to the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce and Pride in Millville for hosting this amazing event. It really shows the appreciation in Millville's pride. I really thank you. To my family and friends who support my dreams and never doubted me, thank you. Having strong supporters around you makes that much of a difference, and I thank you. To my amazing hair team, can I please have Tony Hargrove, Taisha Hargrove, Shauna Johnson, Asia Hawley, to the stage, please. This award is for Tina's Hair Salon, and Tina's Hair Salon is just not one person. I could not have done it without my amazing team. I could not have asked for a better stylist team. They keep me open 7 days a week. And now I'm blessed to be able to need more space. I need to buy the whole building because it's time. And I'm so thankful for that. Tina's Hair Salon is more than just your average salon. We have laughter all day long. We have a mother and daughter team. We have my day ones. They're like family, like that was there since the ribbon cut. And we really are more than just a salon team. And most importantly, we care about every client. We care about everybody that comes in that salon. We make sure that we're there, we're on time, we're responsible, and I appreciate my team for that. Tina's Hair Salon wouldn't be Tina's Hair Salon without the amazing staff that I have, and I thank you guys. Also, sorry. Me and my team, we're truly thankful for being honored tonight. We do this every day because we love it. So receiving this award is a great pleasure for us because it's an award for doing what we love. Thank you again. This journey has been a blessing because of my team. Thank you, Millville. Thank you, everyone. And I appreciate my family and everybody in the city of Millville. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Please go get a picture with your whole group.
Okay.
I changed my mind, Mayor. I'm going with her to the prom. That's a better dress.
Thank you.
Okay. There's a lot of paper up here. Keeping this straight is just bane of my existence. All right, where are we? Okay, so it's Artist of the Year. To make this presentation or introduction, I'm going to ask Mary Ann Lodes. No better person for this job.
Big print. I brought my own. Oh, I can actually read it, I think. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and honoring our neighbor in business, Tina. That was great. And so many other downtown Arts District businesses have received awards so far tonight, and we think that is absolutely outstanding. And for these last 22 years, we have been honoring our resident artists in Millville. Helen Clymer is the recipient of this year's award. She is a mixed media artist and the first Riverfront Renaissance Center for the Arts artist to open a studio, the Painted Lady Studio. and it first opened in 2001 and has been there ever since. Helen grew up in Ocean City during the 1970s, a period when summers were wildly creative for outsider art and artists. While in high school, she was lucky to have the guidance of an amazing high school teacher named Jamie Polvino, who first drafted her to paint the backdrops for all of the stage performances at school. Indeed, those first 40-foot backdrops for the plays ended up fueling a 20-year career apprenticing under sign carvers, graphic artists, and muralists. After high school, Helen officially launched her business, the aforementioned Painted Lady Studio, refurbishing signs and carvings on the boardwalk storefronts, lettering trucks and boat transoms. Within a few years, her work evolved into painting more intricate interior murals, some of which have been featured on HGTV. Her talent and work ethic have helped her secure freelance design commissions from the likes of Harley-Davidson Motorcycles for public art in the city of Sea Isle, exterior murals for the Children's Garden in the Camden Aquarium. While she branched out to tackle these impressive commissions, the Painted Lady Studio always had its home in the arts community of Millville. As an unofficial member of the Glasstown Nine, Helen was educated about the fine arts process. It was a bit of a learning curve to scale down to smaller pieces for her. But when the support of the local artists, Helen learned the skills to come full circle in her career. She continues to hold studio #1 to this day, and while many great artists have come and gone, Helen is proud to still be working and to be recognized as a working visual artist within the Millville art community. 21 years ago into her career, Helen remains passionate about creating art and grateful to have been an initial part of High Street's art revitalization. In addition to her ongoing work, Helen has also been an instructor for the Art Creates Excellence Summer Youth Program Art Camp. Congratulations to Helen Clymer, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce's Pride in Millville Artist of the Year Award. Accepting the award is Helen Clymer.
Pictures. Does she want to speak? Yeah, let's get her speak.
Hi, everyone. I'm humbled to be up here with such amazing talent and businesses. No, I'm not from Millville, but I've been here working hard since 2001. And I got to say, the heart of Millville is still beating very, very strong. And I'm so happy to be a part of it and still going strong myself. Thank you, Mary Ann Lodes, for your support, nomination, and the Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Diana Roberts, for keeping my studio open. Thanks, everyone.
All right, before I move on to the next one, I'd just like to ask all the award winners, if you can, make sure you stick around to the end. Let's make sure that every single person here gets, as much recognition as the first person. And we'd also like to get a picture at the end with all the awards winners. It won't take too long. We'll get everybody up on stage and have one real quick picture. At this time, I'd like to announce or bring to the stage Sue Hoffman, who will introduce our Joyce Vanneman Award winner.
It is my pleasure to talk about Sam Cruz, She is the current manager of Parks and Public Property for the City of Millville. She is a longtime resident of Millville, where she lives with her husband, John Cruz. They are the parents of 3 handsome cats, Gus, Picasso, and Gizmo. After graduating Millville Senior High School in 2004, Sam then went on to obtain 2 Bachelors of Art degrees from Rowan University. In addition, she has obtained the following certifications: Certified Parks and Recreation Professional, National Recreation and Parks Association, Certified Safety Playground Inspector, National Recreation and Parks Association, and Certified Public Manager, Rutgers. Mrs. Cruz began her career in local government in 2005, where she was hired as the rolling rec director for the City of Millville's Recreation Department. In 2010, she was promoted to Recreation Supervisor, and after serving 3 years, she filled her current role as the Manager of Parks and Public Property in 2018. She proudly continues her work in the role each and every day with the same philosophy: show up and do your best. During her career, Samantha has had the honor of being the assistant to Mayor Tim Shannon, and now the current mayor, Lisa Orndal, roles that she considers some of her most impactful and fulfilling. She loves to collaborate and work with nonprofits, community-based organizations, and other agencies, not only in her career, but in her personal life too. She currently serves as the Vice President of the Kiwanis Club, the co-chair of the New Jersey Parks and Recreation Division 5, and the chair of the Millville Christmas Parade, and the Shade Tree Commission Secretary. Samantha's career and personal dedication and passion for improving the city is exactly what describes pride in Millville. In Mrs. Cruz's free time, she loves spending time with her mom, Lisa Pangburn, whom she credits for raising her to be both kind and caring. When asked about her mom, Samantha stated, "My mom is my best friend. Honestly, I wouldn't be who I am today if she hadn't guided me and supported me throughout my life. I truly love her from the bottom of my heart." Congratulations to Samantha Cruz, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber's annual Pride in Millville Joyce Vanneman Volunteer Award. And accepting that award is Samantha Cruz.
What are the odds she's going to cry while she says something? I know you. Don't do it.
Oh, Don, you know me so well. So I actually had received the Chamber of Commerce Award, the Outstanding Citizen, and Joyce Vanneman actually brought me to her house to interview me. I went to her house, and we were just talking about different things. She was getting things together, and she goes, "How do you do everything that you do?" And I said, "Well, it's not about me." I said, "It's about the team." So I have really 2 big teams. I have a professional team, which is absolutely amazing. My assistant Brooke's actually here tonight. I appreciate her coming and representing our team. So my parks team is amazing. That's my professional team. And then I have the team that, you know, just has uplifted me my entire life, and that is all my friends and my family. My husband, John, who he's usually my shadow. He just kind of like follows me around, and people are like, "Who's that guy? Is he the bodyguard?" And I try to always introduce him, and sometimes I forget, and he never corrects me, so I appreciate you, John. I got my good friends, Liz, who was my old boss, and Heather, and my COVID friends, Rick and Michelle. They supported me all this time, and my mom. So yes, you heard the great thing, and I'm not going to repeat that because I will definitely cry. And then also tonight, I lost a big team member on Saturday, my dad. So I'm accepting this award on behalf of my dad because he was very proud of everything that I did for the city of Millville. So thank you. Have a great night. I did it. I did it. Thank you.
Okay, I believe we are doing it myself. I believe we're going to be moving on to our civic awards, and our first award will be introduced by Rob Connor. Yay! You're letting me down.
It's my honor tonight to, for the first civic award for the Millville Public Library. The Millville Library and Reading Room Association was founded in March 1864 by James Whitehall, largely for the employees of the Whitehall-Tatum Company as an alternative to spending their hard-earned wages in the several bars and saloons in town. The original building was located in the Whitehall-Tatum property on Columbia Avenue. The library remained there until 1881, when there began a succession of moves until 1907, when the board reorganized as the Millville Public Library and brought the Millville National Bank building at the corner of Main and 2nd Street. As the city grew and more demands were met, the need for a new building became increasingly obvious. When Charles Gant was elected president of the board in 1961, fundraising for a new building began, and by 1962, construction began on the building at 210 Buck Street, a lot which the city leased to the library for $1 for 99 years. The grand opening took place in March 1963 and included the naming of the meeting room on the north side for Mr. Gant. By the end of the decade, the need for more space caused yet another fundraising effort. This expansion of the building to its current size was completed in February 1975 with the open ceremony in March of the same year. This new space provided a separate children's room and larger workroom for the staff. Developments in technology and computers, coupled with changing demand, increased operating costs, flat funding from the city owing to decreased ratables, shortcomings of an aging facility, and decreased state and county support have made keeping up with current needs of Millville residents increasingly difficult. All this comes at a time when people need more help than ever to cope with social, economic, educational, and technological aspects of modern life. However, through all the challenges, the Millville Public Library has been able to remain steadfast and continue its long history of adaptation and perseverance to remain a beacon for the city, for what it means to have pride in Millville, and to stay true to the democratic ideal of helping all of its patrons. Congratulations to the Millville Public Library, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce's annual Pride in Millville Civic Service Award. Accepting the award tonight is Courtney Reese.
Good evening. Thank you very much to the Chamber for this wonderful honor. I'm just going to sort of go off script a little bit. I bet that Jay and Steve at the Mission Distillery did not know we were in competition with them. I really want to thank again, I want to thank the Chamber. I want to thank our wonderful board who makes all the administrative possibilities for the library. I have a great staff. So many of you have talked about your staff, and it is really true that none of us would be anything without the people that support us. We've had great support throughout the whole of Millville, and as all of you know, probably we're about to expand and renovate our library, something that would not have been possible without the support of the state library and the funding through our state government, but also through the Galetto Foundation, the Marie Carley Foundation, and of course, many other donors who have helped us out with that. I hope you're all excited. We're going to be a really fabulous gemstone over there on Buck Street for the city of Millville. Thank you.
Okay, where we go? Okay, for our next award, I'm going to ask Colleen Ayala, the hardest working introductor, to come back up.
Officer Cody J. Miller was born and raised on a farm in Shuzhenko Avenue in Millville. Established by his family in 1920s, Cody spent a lot of time as a young man on his grandfather's William Josephsky's farm, which he credits towards building the strong work ethic he brings with his career today. He and his lovely wife Janelle currently live on the east side of Millville. Throughout his childhood, Cody was involved in the Royal Rangers program at his local church. The great commanders in this program included his grandfather, taught him how to take on responsibility as a young age. Cody is the first to give thanks to mentors that continue to guide him on the correct path, having had the privilege to work under two great supervisors, Lieutenant Cindy Jaroga and Lieutenant Carl Heeger, who taught him the tools necessary to excel in patrol. In September 2020, Cody was elated to hear that he would become a father. However, in February 2021, Janelle explained that she couldn't feel their child moving. That day, they learned their son, Cade James Miller, was no longer with them. Cody credits those close to him with helping get through the terrible time. Since that day, Cody has advocated for fetal and infant loss awareness and become a resource to families suffering a similar loss. Through all adversity, Cody wakes up striving to have a positive mental attitude. In today's world, he finds it important to be generous, even in small ways. A compliment, holding a door, or even a smile can change someone's day. As an officer, Cody finds attention to detail and collaboration set the stage for great work. He believes collaboration alongside with other great police officers has allowed the department to continue accomplishing great work in the city. Cody is currently assigned to patrol within the city. He intends to focus much in policing towards the youth, hoping to become a role model and resource if they ever are in need. He is excited for the future of the department and grateful to hold such a position within the community. Congratulations to Officer Cody Miller, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce Annual Pride in Millville Civic Service Award. Accepting the award is Officer Cody Miller.
Woo! Woo!
How's everybody doing? Trying to figure out how to set this thing without dropping it. It's an honor to be standing here. Super proud of my colleagues with the Millville Police Department. I've been here 5 years. I spent my entire life here in the city of Millville. I was blessed to be part of the Royal Ranger program, spent a lot of time around great community leaders. Pastor Kenyon, I know he's out here somewhere. Just blessed. I serve a lot of time around just different community events. I try to help out where I can, and I think that's what makes the big difference in my eyes. I just want to give a special thanks to my wife, my son Cade, my sister, my nephew Larry, my parents, and everyone who's been there for me throughout this whole journey. It's been a lifelong dream of mine. Big thanks to my chief for everything he's done for the city of Millville. Everything he continues to do, it doesn't go unnoticed by any of us. And I'm just proud to be here and super excited for what the future holds for Millville. Thank you.
Good stuff, Cody. Good stuff, man. Hey, let's get a good picture. You should have been in that picture instead of me. You don't need me next to an officer, you know. Oh, man. Some of these guys, the hard work that they put in, you're right? And to win that award from, this is the first year that the award was nominated and voted upon by the officers themselves. So that tells you something, right? He's got a bright young future in our police force. If 5 years in, he's got that much respect from his fellow officers. So I'm looking forward to good things from him. Wonderful. Okay. Next, I'm going to ask Mike DePalma to come up and make the introduction.
Hello again. Millville Fire Marshal Tyler Van Leer joined the Millville Fire Department in 2011 as a volunteer firefighter. In June of 2013, he was hired as a full-time firefighter for the city of Millville. After a few years, Tyler was interested in expanding his knowledge and decided to pursue the world of fire investigation. In 2017, Tyler successfully received his basic fire investigator certification. He went on to receive his associate's degree in criminal justice and is actively pursuing his bachelor's degree in fire administration with a concentration in fire investigation. Fire Marshal Van Leer also holds the FIT, or Fire Investigation Technician certification, as well as the Evidence Collection Technician certification. Both of these professional certifications are awarded through the IAAI, widely considered to be the global resource for those working in and associated with the fire, arson, and explosion investigation profession. Tyler is also an active member with the international as well as the New Jersey chapter of the IAAI. Over the years, Fire Marshal Van Leer has also received the FF1, FF2, Extrication Technician, Fire Inspector, Fire Official, EMT, Hazmat, Youth Fire Setter Intervention Specialist, and Youth Fire Setter Program Manager firefighting certifications. While Marshal Van Leer has proven his abilities both in the classroom and in practice, he credits his canine partner, Hansel, as a big reason he has been able to take his effectiveness to even greater heights. Hansel is the first pit bull in New Jersey, as well as the entire country, to be certified in ignitable liquid detection. As a team, Marshal Van Leer and Hansel have totally revamped the fire investigation program here in the city. Van Leer's expertise in fire investigation, along with Hansel's capabilities, have been instrumental in the investigation of hundreds of fires over the past 3 years. The opportunity to utilize an ignitable liquid detection canine is invaluable. Having this resource for the fire department, as well as the citizens of Millville, takes it to the next level. When the community sees Hansel, they know that their fire department has this resource, and they have been told it makes them feel even more safe. Congratulations to Fire Marshal Tyler Van Leer and his canine partner Hansel, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce's annual Pride in Millville Civic Service Award. Accepting the award tonight are Fire Marshal Van Leer and Hansel.
Did they just say that that dog can smell in, what did they say, inflammatory liquids? Pit bull? That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, for our next award, I'm going to ask Jerry Cavella to come up and make a valuable introduction. Personal one, I think.
Thank you, Don. It's my pleasure to introduce a good friend, fellow board member, Gary Galloway. Gary currently holds the position of president of Rental Country since its incorporation in October 1981. Prior to 1981, Gary was employed by Wainwright Funeral Home as a licensed funeral director, a position held since graduating from mortuary school in 1969. Gary was the first person in South Jersey to be licensed by Wills Eye Hospital, Philadelphia, to nucleate eyes as part of his work. Gary has made literally a lifelong commitment to community service, both professionally and in his community. He has served on various boards, and when I say various boards, I mean dozens of boards, including terms as president or chairman of the Vineland JCs, the Kiwanis Club, the Vineland Service Clubs, the Greater Vineland United Way, the Greater Vineland Chamber of Commerce, the VDID Main Street Vineland, the Vineland Industrial Commission, the Cumberland Cape Atlantic YMCA, the Inspira Hospital Joint Trustee Board, and the Inspira Health Foundation, among others. He is a past recipient of the Outstanding Young Man Award presented by the Vineland JCs. On May 10, 2006, Gary was honored by the Hendricks House with the Distinguished Service Award. On October 28, 2008, and again in May of 2022, he received the prestigious Rotary Vocational Service Award and was also recognized as a Rotary International Paul Harris Fellow. On February 20, 2009, Gary was honored by the Grapevine newspaper as a Vineland Hometown Hero for his outstanding community service. In 2010, the Greater Vineland Chamber of Commerce awarded Gary the Business Person of the Year Award. On May 1, 2013, Gary was awarded the Liberty Bell Award, Vineland, by the Cumberland County Bar Association. On May 22, 2019, Gary was awarded the Cumberland and Salem Counties Distinguished Citizen of the Year Award by the Boy Scouts of America, the Garden State Council. He was also a member of the CEO group from 2003 to 2007 and was one of the original organizers for Capital Bank of New Jersey at its inception. Gary is a lifelong resident of Vineland and Cumberland County. He currently resides at 430 North Panther Road with his beautiful wife, Betty. His children are Ryan Galloway and Jeff Akonatani, his wife, Linda, and their children, Della and Casey, along with Jody Diorio and her husband, Frank, and their children, Leah and Jenna. On behalf of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce, congratulations to Gary Galloway, the 2022 recipient of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce's annual Pride in Millville Civic Service Award. Accepting the award is good friend Gary Galloway.
You know, I can't see up here, but I guess, Madam Mayor, are you still here? I have good news for you. In 1948, I was born in Millville Hospital. So, see, I'm one of yours now. This is really pretty cool up here. I'd like to thank the Chamber for this award. And congratulations to all the other recipients. Chuck, where'd that picture come from on the cover of that magazine? I mean, that's not recent. Is that a high school picture or what? I don't know what that is. But you know, my latest full-time job is the chairman of the Inspira Foundation, which is really a privilege, I must say. And we are fortunate to have Inspira here in our backyard. And there's more good things coming from that. We opened Rental Country in 1981. And Betty, my partner, please stand up. A round of applause for my partner, my wife. This would have never happened without her. So that's it for me. I yield the rest of my time to Lou Thompson, who has much more to say than I do. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to ask Larry Malone to come up and make our next introduction of someone we should all know.
So they said, yeah, just introduce Lou. That's the good news. I'm thrilled. The bad news is he's been my mentor for so many years that I've never done anything like this without asking him what to say. So we're going to wing this. He was born and raised in Millville, and he actually went his first 2 years to Cumberland County College, which is cool. And then he went on to get his bachelor's from Shepherd's College in West Virginia. When he came back in 1972, he went right to City Hall. He started as a tax collector, the Registrar of Vital Statistics, deputy city clerk. He served from 1979 to 2010 as city clerk, and he was also the city administrator from 88 to 2010. He's the longest serving clerk and city administrator in Millville history, and for 31 years. And if there's some people in here that know Jim Quinn, Jim Parent, people, that he was also the longest serving mayor, air quote, mayor in Millville history, because he really ran the city. Everybody knew that. Over the years, he's been boundless in his involvement in the community. Some of the things he's been involved with: the Rescue Squad, the Kiwanis Club, the Elks, the Thunderbolts, the Chamber of Commerce, the High School Alumni Loan Association, the Millville Municipal Clerks Association, the State Clerks Association, the Millville Development Corporation, the Cumberland County Alumni Board, the Governor's Advisory Board, Cumberland County Municipal Clerks Association, and at the bottom it says, among others. There's way more. For his work in the community and in professional organizations, he's been honored many times in his career. He has received the Citation of Merit from the New Jersey Mayors Association, as well as received Clerk of the Year Award by the New Jersey Municipal Clerks Association in 1993. He embodies what it means to have pride in Millville, also serving as a former deacon in the First Presbyterian Church in Millville and coaching in the Millville Girls Softball League between 1990 and 2000. He's been married to his wife Nancy for 30 years. 50 years. 50 years. I can't say I said 30. I can't read. 50 years. How crazy is that? They have 2 daughters, Lindsay married to Jack Warfel and Amanda married to Jonathan Shepard, and 3 grandchildren, Kaylee, Olivia, and JT. So if I had talked to Lou what I should have prepared today, he would have thrown that page away and said, just talk about his family and the fact that he loves Millville so much that he will help anyone, and anyone who has a passion for Millville, he's in. He loves Millville so much, and he's always willing to help. So congratulations to Lou Thompson, the 2022 recipient of the Millville Civic Service Award.
Pick up after Larry now.
Yeah, I was supposed to yield my time to Gary and the other part of my time to Chuck, so I wasn't supposed to have any room. But this evening we have honored many dedicated people with a passion and a desire to go to work each day to serve the citizens of our city. City Hall, police, fire, EMTs, teachers, businesses, and our corporate sponsors. They also volunteer to enhance the civic responsibility of the hospital, college, school boards, churches, chamber, library, women's club, churches, Elks, Eagles, Legion, VFW, and many youth organizations. And I would mention that there are many coaches out there that couldn't be here tonight because they're volunteering their services to our youth. My parting comment is I had several mentors in my life, parents, grandparents, very special friends, many in the audience tonight that know who they are. I carefully only mention a few people that are deceased that were very special. Conrad A. Waltman, the former city clerk, Chester M. Goodwin III, former mayor, director of revenue and finance, and George Mitchell, who passed recently, who I met on the Babe Ruth field when I was 14 years old and carried on a good relationship with him for many, many years. I ask everyone in the room to be a mentor to the next generation. Watch the smiles, the caring, and the appreciation for you being there for them. The building we sit in tonight, many people mentioned this, part of my remarks tonight are, this is a living proof that many years of hard work of hundreds of volunteers, many generous sponsors that achieved their goal. I want to thank you for the honor and the recognition. I want to thank my wife, daughters, and their family over the last 50 years. God bless to all of you tonight, and thanks to all of you for serving.
Hold on a second. Okay. So at this time, we're going to change things up. We're at the highlight of the ceremony here, and rather than have somebody introduce Chuck, we have a video that's going to do it for us, okay? So roll the video.
Henry E. Chuck Weibel Jr. was born in Chestertown, Maryland, and moved to Millville at the age of 7, where he has since lived. Chuck holds a degree from Point Park College, now university, located in Pittsburgh, PA, where he met Katie, his wife of 41 years. Katie and Chuck have 3 successful children, Caitlin, Liza, and Jake. Caitlin is married to Scott Owen and lives in Memphis. Liza is married to Mike Cole in Marmora with their 3 children, and Jake lives in Austin, Texas, with his fiancée, Kelsey Vizard. Popsy and Dee Dee also have 3 amazing grandchildren, Brisbane and twins Trevor and Drew. Chuck currently works for Clearbridge Branding Agency, based in Glassboro, with offices in Philadelphia and Chicago. For over 35 years, he worked for Weibel Advertising, his family's advertising agency, started in 1953 by his grandfather, Gene Weibel, right here in Millville. Weibel Advertising specialized in national business aviation accounts, and it's where Chuck developed his love for aviation, learning to fly at Millville Airport. Flying the company aircraft to accounts located in various states was always a great perk. While Chuck is a successful and respected professional in his field, he has also dedicated his life to serving his community. In the past, Chuck has served as president of the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce, a board member of the Millville Soccer Association, the Shirley Eves Center, and as treasurer of the Barbara Cook Cancer Foundation. He was also the chairman of the R.D. Wood School's school management team. Currently, Chuck is serving as a member of the Millville Development Corporation's Economic Development Committee the Millville Kiwanis Club, as Vice Chairman of the Millville Army Airfield Museum Board of Directors, and as Chairman of the Board of Directors for Millville Savings Bank. Chuck's mother Betty and father Hank were both also involved in the community. Hank was the recipient of the Chamber's Pride in Millville Award some 40 years ago. The passion for volunteering by Chuck's parents no doubt had a major influence on him and led him to where he is today, showing incredible pride in Millville throughout his life and no doubt for the years to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year's Pride in Millville Award winner, Chuck Weibel.
Wow, that was awesome. Holy cow. Gary, that photo was taken like 4 years ago. I know the photographer, he retouched it, so that's my story. I'll stick to it. Good evening, everyone. I am totally honored. The thing that makes this award so special are the people that have been honored with this same award, the honorees before me. If you've seen the list in the program, pretty amazing. It's nice to be a part of that company. My father also won this award, I think it was over 40 years ago, which doesn't seem possible at this point. But anyway, I want to share with you really quickly the recognition I've received, which is overwhelming, frankly. The number of emails and phone calls and people coming up to me as I'm out and about, it's been pretty crazy. I just wasn't anticipating any of this. But I have to tell you that some of the messages were so heartfelt that really touched my heart. One of them commented, a couple of them commented about family, how important they are, and friends. And it is important to have a strong family, strong friends. And a shout out to my wife, Katie. Last month, we just celebrated our 41st anniversary, which doesn't seem possible. She raised 3 amazing kids. I'm so proud of them. And I want to tell you that the city of Millville was so good for us to raise our children in. It was like a perfect fit for us. The academics, the sports, the arts, the music opportunities in Millville, the best. It allowed us to really raise 3 well-rounded kids, and I'm very proud of them, as I said. My wife often warns me that my friends are going to stop taking my phone calls because she tells me whenever I call them, I'm always asking them to attend a fundraiser, like tonight, donate some money, or help me volunteer. And good point, but I told her that sometimes they do get a T-shirt, when they volunteer. Just sometimes, but anyway, it's so true that I really appreciate it. 2 people I want to recognize tonight, Rob Broadwater, Kurt Haley. Back here. There they are. Thank you, guys. If you've been to the Millville Christmas Parade at High and Harrison, anytime over the last dozen years or something, you've seen those guys helping me out, dealing with the parade people, which is kind of interesting, occasionally having to work with or be cautious of drunk Santa or where is Santa, or occasionally keep these kids away from me, Santa. And the things that go through people's mind that are in the parade, it's always challenging to an extent, but I appreciate it. If you've been out to the Millville Air Show, the Millville Army Airfield Museum's Millville Air Show, you've seen these 2 guys out there collecting tickets on their feet for 6 hours at a time. It's pretty amazing. So 2 outstanding citizens right there. Thank you. I've been fortunate to be involved in a lot of organizations, and I just want to tell you that I'm always amazed at the volunteers in our community. Just absolutely amazing. The Millville Army Airfield Museum is a great example. We have 1 executive director, Lisa Jester, who's amazing. She has that place running, and 2 part-time people The rest is volunteers. We have a handful of volunteers that show up there almost every day helping out. We have an incredible board. Chairman Russell Davis, Jerry Carey, our president, Bob Trevelini, our vice president, and our board of volunteers. They're spectacular. So to me, that's what Millville's about, the volunteers and doing all the things that they do. I've been to like 15 or 16 of these awards, and I remember no matter who was getting the award, when they got up to speak, I kept thinking to myself, gee, I hope they don't drone on. And I promise, that I will not do that tonight. So I just want to quickly wrap up. Not out of disrespect for the award, but I do want to congratulate the fellow awardees tonight. Well done, well deserved, congratulations. I want to thank all the people that came out here and volunteered their time to come out here and support us. Special thank you to the Pride in Millville Committee. Just outstanding. This is the best ever. This is absolutely incredible. The video was just amazing. The program is top notch. Thank you very much. And thank you for this honor.
Let's get a good picture.
Yeah.
That's all, folks. No, just kidding. I promised I wouldn't tell any jokes. They made me promise, because they can be bad. We are going to end with a video, and in this video, you're going to see some of the sponsors and the people who made this thing happen. These are wonderful events, and they can't happen without the sponsors. So I'd ask that as you leave, find an ad book, a commemorative ad book. Look through it when you have some time. Those are the people that make it happen. There's also the award winners in there, commemoration for the night. And then I'd also ask that the winners stick around for a quick picture. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you again here next year. Thanks. And if the winners can make their way around the steps, and we'll start to gather here as this video finishes up in a minute or two. Oh, and don't forget, after party at Mission Spirits around the corner, right across from the library.
At Complete Care, we are patients serving patients. I choose to bring myself and my children to Complete Care because we are a one-stop shop. We use dental, we use medical. I feel as though the quality of care here is great. I love working here. I feel great to work at a place that serves the community. There's a lot of people in need. To me, patients serving patients means we've been in your shoes. We know what great care means to us, and we want to provide that for you.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.